joined by our final guests of the day. We have our student athlete finalist here for the Friends of OCM Student Athlete of the Year Scholarship Program, Angela Moore, assisted by her track coach, Tim Moore. So thank you both so much for stopping by today and chatting with us.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, it's great to have you, and some of our viewers might have noticed a little bit of a connection with your last names, and you guys are actually related. You are a father-daughter duo here today, which is very exciting. And Angela, we're excited to have you in and get to know you a little bit better.
Yeah.
So first off, you're a senior at Lourdes Academy.
Yes.
You're very involved in a lot of different sports and activities and things. So maybe you can start out by just telling us a little bit about yourself. You are an athlete in it's cross country and track.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I have played so many sports ever since I was born. I played basketball, soccer, tennis, but I really had a passion for running and track and cross country. So once it came to high school, it was hard to kind of weed out the sports that I chose. But I did actually play tennis and basketball my freshman year, but then I decided to really focus on track and cross country, and those are definitely my two favorite sports and the most that I'm most passionate about.
Okay.
So yeah.
And so you kind of got interested in those sports once you got to high school, or have you been doing that all your life?
I've been doing that all my life because my dad and my mom were both runners, and they both competed at the college level, and he has won an NCAA team championship.
Amazing.
So,
so you've got some good runner's blood in your family.
Yeah.
We were joking before the show, a really bad pun was, it runs in the family. I can't believe you guys probably have heard that one before already.
Yeah. But it literally does. We breathe running.
And so running's what you're really passionate about. What has made this something that you love so much? I know you said that it's been in your family, but what about running? You know,
I think just the relationships you build with other people and just kind of the team aspect. And I think, like especially this past year, I fractured my foot, so I couldn't compete at state my junior year. So I think really kind of focusing on others and focusing on the team and helping them kind of step into your shoes and help out the team in that way kind of is really inspirational, and it's something that you can just kind of live on forever rather than just in high school or in college.
Definitely. And I was going to ask you about that. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
How was that to deal
with? It definitely was a downer, and I think just especially having it at regionals and having like almost grasping like a state title that close, it was really hard. But I think you just kind of have to step back and look on the positive side and kind of build from that and really encourage others to follow in your footsteps.
Definitely. And so, Tim, as her coach, that must have been tough for you to see as well.
Yeah, it was her track season, her junior year at regionals. She was her second race. She runs 4x8, and we won that. And then she was running the mile, and she crossed the finish line, and it was a wet, cold day, and struck her foot a little bit.
It's always on those kind of days.
Yeah.
It's spring in Wisconsin, so inevitably you get one of those. And she literally just decelerated across the finish line and hit her foot wrong, and it compromised her for the next season in cross country as well. So she wasn't able to compete. She was out from regional, so she couldn't compete in sectionals or state. And then the next cross country season for her senior year, she wasn't able to compete. But she did a great job. I mean, we're a program that is built as a program. It's not any one athlete. And Angela did an awesome job. Even though it's disappointing individually for her, she stepped up and helped empower those around her. And we compete at a high level at Lourdes in track and cross country. And her teammates won again state this year. They were favored to win with her, and they had to figure out and work hard to figure out how to do it without her. And they achieved that success with Angela's help. Just on the sidelines, cheering them on.
And I took on the mom as the team.
I was just going to say, I was going to mention that in your essay. You kind of earned the nickname of Team Mom.
Yeah, which is I was always kind of there to bring the cookies and to really like encourage them and to kind of figure out their race plan and what was really effective for them. And I think even this past state title, that was probably one of my biggest accomplishments, and I didn't even run, and I think
that's so cool.
It was just awesome.
Yeah, and that's an important role to play. I mean, they wouldn't have been able to do that without you. That's an important part of it.
Yeah.
In your application, you mentioned that you're interested in dentistry.
Yes.
And you're actually already kind of getting your feet wet a little bit. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so 2 years ago, I started volunteering as a dental assistant at Father Carr's with Dr. Hammond, and I just kind of did it out on whim. Like, I didn't really think that they were going to actually put me like in a coat and like really help assist with the patients, but I did, and it was kind of intimidating at first a little bit, but I really enjoyed it, and it kind of like sparked my interest in the dental field. And that next summer I actually worked as a dental assistant with my dentist, Dr. Wilm, so that was so cool to just kind of see everything in the dental field. And now I'm gonna go on to college and study pre-dentistry. So
very cool. What an awesome opportunity to kind of give it a little test drive before making that decision going into college. Very cool. So plans after college, are you thinking universities yet or anything?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go to the University of Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I'm gonna
so far away from your family.
I know, it is really far away, but I really like their pre-dentistry program. It's amazing there, and I'm also going to be on the cross country and track team, and the coach is signing on a lot of new freshmen, so I'm excited to build the team and to build some new relationships. So
wow, so lots of big plans. And Tim, what has it been like being her coach throughout high school?
It's always special for a dad to be able to have time around their daughter, but to have the privilege to be around her as her coach as well in that element, and kind of guide her and provide some support to her as she kind of goes through things in the competitive environment. It's a blast. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Oh, so cool. Well, it's so great to have you guys in here today. We do have a certificate here for you as one of our finalists. It's an honor to have you as one of our finalists, and we are just impressed by everybody every year. So thank you so much for coming in today.
It's such an honor.
Yes, definitely. And any final words before we sign off here?
Well, I just want to thank you so much for nominating me, and
definitely.
Yeah, being a part of it. I think, this is, you and I almost are like neighbors now. We see each other.
Yes, we do. You guys are just cranking out some awesome kids at Lourdes.
But you do a great job. And OCAT, I mean, the program that you guys have in place with the foundation is excellent. It's just awesome.
Well, wonderful. Thank you guys for that, and best of luck to you after high school.
Thank you so much.
Oshkosh Today was supported in part by the Friends of OCM. And Aurora Healthcare, 855 Northwest Haven Drive. Set design provided by House of Flowers, 1920 Algoma Boulevard. Oshkosh Today.